Hi guys, welcome to another video from Armies of Exigo, and this will be another 1v1 from a small series of games I played with Cozy. So this is the second game, and it will be played on the Dark Side Forest map. So I spawned in the bottom right corner with the Fallen Race and green color, and once again he's playing with Empire blue color in the bottom left corner. So of course this is a way smaller map than the one we played last time on Inner Sanctum. Also, it is way more difficult to expand here, so we are actually starting just with a reformer into 2 hives. You can also just build them here and then try to expand from that, but since I know that Cozy is scouting really quickly, as you can see, immediately send one peasant there to scout me, because he just lost to quick expansion, so he doesn't want to get into that situation again. So he's immediately sending a peasant here, and also once again he was lucky, same as last time, scouting me on the first try, so he immediately knows where I am. He scouted the same things as last time, so deformer and hive, but basically in the previous game what I did after this was to still get the expansion, so he will be still scouting here, but of course, yeah, on this map it's way more difficult, so I just go for second hive and we will be going for some stingers into spitters. But as you can see, he's definitely utilizing some feedback he gets from the game. He's trying to learn from his own mistakes, and last time he just scouted me and ran away immediately. This time he stayed here way longer. He checked my base, expansion, then my base again, and after all of this he runs away when he sees that I already invested enough resources to everything to not go for the expansion immediately. So definitely a really good gameplay here from him. He's also, actually, I'm going for incubator now, after going for stingers of course, and he's going for double barracks into a farm in the back, so also better building placement I think, because last time we saw a farm in the front from him and then a tower. Now he goes for double barracks here, farm in the back, we'll see, we'll also get a tower or not, and second farm after the second barracks, and looks like he's going for a tower as well. I kinda prefer to make the tower here, because it can also protect you from this side as well. Also these barracks are more in the front, so it will still protect better here, and it's not really possible probably to harass from here. He can lock me in, so it's not the best position, but yeah, it doesn't really matter that much. Just the tower there is the important thing. So we have 3 stingers, each checking 1 expansion. He wasn't here, so now I just move to this base, and here we will find that he is in his main base. He's producing his first swordsman. So the second barracks kinda useless yet, because he's not able to produce in them, because he doesn't have resources. But overall, of course, he has decent protection. I saw what he has. I checked the expansion. We know that he's upgrading tower. There is no way we can push this before that. Here he starts hitting me. I do some damage. Now we retreat. We need to heal on unholy ground. And we are already producing first 2 spitters, making my last harvester. So we have 6, 2, and 1. Later we'll bring the wood to 2, of course. We're also getting improved metabolism and also control forms, of course, to increase our population while maintaining double production of spitters idly. He was trying to chase my stinger with his swordsman, but now he found my spitters, so at least he knows what I'm going for. At the same time he took some heavy damage here, so that's actually kinda good for me. And here I have the stingers. He's chasing me with 2 swordsmen. I have only 2 stingers, so he can easily kill me. At the same time I know that I'm bringing my spitters, so we should be easily able to force him away. And now he's kinda locked in his base. If I would be really cheesy, I could right now expand, because I just forced him into his base, and I could just cancel this spitter, maybe even this summoner, remove this control form and immediately build an expansion. I think Macrozer would maybe do this, but I can also just wait a little bit, gather the resources and make it after that, or just invest more into spitters and create a really strong pressure, of course, against him. He definitely needs blacksmith, which he's going for. He will be making pikemen and elf rangers, which is the right answer, but I found this nice angle thanks to him not having a tower here, so I can deal some free damage to these barracks, and once I get enough spitters it will be more damage than he can handle with the repair. And he actually decided to run on me. I wasn't completely watching here, so I took some damage before I reacted. At the same time I have some stingers. I focus fire on the pikeman. He actually escaped to the barracks, but I think we were able to kill at least some swordsmen there. And we brought him to really low HP as well, while he doesn't have the temple yet, so he can't really heal. and I'm maintaining heavy pressure. We finally go for the expansion. We are still 8 population ahead, while we are dealing with heavy damage to him. I have the improved metabolism, so we have fast movement speed to guide him. I make another summoner, and I think we will be able to take these barracks down, which we were able to do so. And now we brought some elf rangers, we damage them again. Now he's trying to heal his army, but I have even more spitters now. And I could now push into the tower and destroy it, because it's not that hard with so many spitters. At the same time, he has a decent army there behind it, so it would be kinda risky. He could run on me and potentially kill my units. And I need to have at least one tower here on each base, so I have something to fall back on if we need to retreat. So instead of that, I just rather decided to stay here. We are making sure that he doesn't walk out of his base to, for example, go for expansion or something. If he will come, I should be able to guide him. The only thing that will be able to catch me is Pikeman with Elixir of Strength, but he doesn't have too many of those. And Priest will be left behind if he really tries to chase me. I actually logged one peasant here. That's not peasant, one pikeman between the temple and 2 farms. Of course, not the ideal building placement here. Sticking farms on top of the temple, or actually the temple was built there later, I think, but yeah, he's actually attacking his own temple and also trying to repair it. Interesting. So yeah, he lost his pikeman, unfortunately. Kinda unlucky, but wouldn't help him too much. Now he's trying to set up a tower for the expansion, but my expansion is already finished, and here I have the spitters to basically hold it. But of course he has lots of units. I'm trying to focus fire down units one by one, pull the low HP spitters in the back, but at the same time I am not sure if we want to fight this. Of course he has the priest there, I can't really get to them. I don't have any stingers in the front, so maybe I would be able to kill this. Not sure, didn't want to really risk it. We have an expansion. If we set up the tower here, it will be kinda strong, but we can still play this out with the macro advantage. Of course, I brought some some harvesters from my main base to the expansion, so we have 4 and 4. We are producing new harvesters in each base once we get the gold for it. We are also getting grasp in the case of him rushing on me. He could have maybe even have a arc and try to drop on me, or he could just run here around the tower or just destroy it on each base. Of course, maybe even here easier. And then of course the grasp would be really strong. Yeah, you want to always get grasp against Empire. Against Beast it's also good if he goes for warrior push, but if there is Goblin Riders you can't grasp those, you can only grasp small units. And against Fallen there is usually so many stingers that it's just actually more valuable if you just hit them with the basic attack instead of trying to grasp them one by one. So I also don't think it's really necessary there, but against Empire I would get it every single time, and if it seems like Beast is getting lots of warriors, then also there. We are also getting faster reflexes, which is just 1 more damage, and also Soul Trap, which will unlock the Venom upgrade, which is +2 damage for spitters, so we also want to unlock that. We are kinda letting him to take the expansion. I could have definitely maintained higher pressure here, or we could have went for expansion. Just something. Right now I'm just kinda staying AFK, but at the same time we healed our whole army to basically full HP. We accumulated a decent amount of units, even though I still have only 2 hives, so not too many production buildings. But we basically pumped everything from 2 bases into an army, and as you can see it paid off in terms of 24 extra population, so I think it's kinda decent. He has 1 tower here, but I think it should be pushable, so we'll see how we can deal with this. Of course, the tower will one-shot any stingers I have here in the front line. But the focus fire definitely doing something, but unfortunately already has resurrection. This is something he also did differently than last time. Last time he went for quick mages, which cost him all the gems he had. This time he decided to invest that 150 gems into a resurrection upgrade. He's also getting some catapults and overall taking a little bit different approach, trying to get more priests now. So yeah, we know that he has an expansion. He didn't really saturate it quickly. Maybe he brought some peasants there, but overall it's not really working properly yet. While of course my 2 bases are basically fully working for a decent amount of time already. We're finally getting the Venom upgrade. And we also got 2 new hives in the expansion, and we are also getting 2 Vengeance halls there, so trying to transfer to some materials, mainly also some nightmares. Still no expansion. I think this was a mistake. You should always try to go for the macro approach as Fallen. At the same time, I didn't really want to play like 5 against 3 bases, because once Empire gets 3 bases, it can really easily get to the late game. Just from that, gain lots of mages and knights, and it's really difficult to deal with that. So I was rather trying to time push it and finish it before that. We have a scout here, so he cannot get the third base without me noticing that. We have also one scout here. If he would push us, we would know that. And here I'm already preparing for the expansion with a deformer. Unfortunately, he has a swordsman there, so he will scout me. He's kind of low HP, so maybe if he would hit the summoner, he would die. But instead he's hitting the deformer, and of course now he knows that he has to probably also expand or push me, but that's not really a high chance for him to succeed with that. We are getting nightmares, also going for the Sorrow Shrine. Here he attacked my scout, so I know that he's going for something. And here he's trying to prepare a tower. And I'm actually not making the expansion yet. I'm going for a double tower into Vengeance Hall, trying to set up something here before going for the expansion. I still have some population advantage, but only 15 by now, so it's not that great. At least we have lots of gems backed up, so we can quickly transfer to the stronger units. Here I see the tower, so not expansion yet, but we know that he's preparing for it. And basically from the situation where I already had my base before, I mean the second base, before he even started his second base, we are in a situation that we are both going for a third base. So he nicely catched up here with me. I should have probably made heavier harassment here to delay his second base, and definitely made my third base much quicker. I should have already been on 3 bases and making 4th one or even 5th one by now. Even if I would have 10 less units, doesn't really matter. But okay, at least we have good tech, so we are going for materials already, plus I have actually 3 nightmares here, lots of spitters, some stingers there as well. Expansion, 600 HP, he's on 500, but humans have it 10 seconds faster, so it's basically same now, maybe even have it a little bit quicker, and you can also get teamwork to get it even faster. This is a narrow spot, not ideal for me, especially when he has so many priests, smaller army and catapults. So this is really bad for me. Once again, this is what I talked about in the last game. He's keeping the priest really in the back, so it's really hard for me to mana deplete him. And the only time he brings the priest in the front line is to resurrect. So after that, he doesn't have the mana anyway. So not too many good mana depletions, but now towards the end, still something. If it would be probably any other player, he would just have the priest in the same position as the Elf Rangers. I would mana deplete all of them immediately and he would have 0 resurrections. But fortunately, since I went for the tech, I already had all the strong units there, so lots of materials for necromancy at least, and also the nightmares for the shields, plus we had more army because we had higher population, because we had earlier expansion, so more resources. So overall, thanks to the mess of units and also the high tech, I was able to still pretty easily defeat him, even though he had really good micromanagement there. Here is a tower, still 1 catapult, but he just doesn't really have the units anymore, so we should be able to overwhelm him. And as you can see, it's only 2% left for the replay, so I think he will surrender after he loses these last units. His expansion almost finished, well, also finished now. If I would fail this push, I would have to probably go for a 4th expansion immediately and try to saturate the 3rd base mainly as quickly as possible, but fortunately that didn't really happen. And we were able to finish him after 17 minutes and 11 seconds. So still kinda quick games with him. We ended on 57 kills, he had 39, 24 more units for us. A little bit bigger experience gap as well than the last game, but largest army was kinda even. We also got more researches, and yeah, a little bit more resources, but not that much to be honest, even though yeah, it's still decent of course, yeah, like 1700 or something. In terms of gold, gems actually we spent basically the same. I spent 2 more gems. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you in the next one, so take care guys.